Grammar 1, Lecture 5. The past perfect tense. How does it look like? So, its form. The past perfect tense is formed by the past of have, namely had, as an auxiliary verb, plus the past participle form of the main verb. Had is used with all persons. Example, it was 20 to 6. Most of the shops had just closed. So, any perfect tense should have verb, auxiliary verb have. It depends on the tense. If the perfect tense is present, has or have. But like now, the tense is past perfect, so we must use the past of verb have, had, plus the past participle of the main verb. And here, in past perfect, had is used with all persons. So we say most of the shops had just closed. I went to the box office at lunchtime, but they had already sold all the tickets. By 1960, most of Britain's old colonies had become independent. So, had plus the past participle is used to form the past perfect tense, and had is used with all persons. We say, I had gone, you had gone, he had gone, she had gone, they had gone, it had gone, we had gone. Now its use. When we use the past perfect tense, we mainly use this tense to describe the sequence of events in the past. The action or event which was completed before another action or event will take the past perfect tense, and the one happening next will take the past simple tense. So it's clear that when we form past perfect tense, there must be another verb in the past simple tense. So an action happened earlier before the other one should be in the past perfect. The action happened after the first one should be in the past simple. Here we have examples. He had done his homework before he went to the cinema. So an earlier action that he had done his homework. Be careful that the two actions are in the past tense. But the first one, the earlier action should be in the past perfect. So he had done his homework before he went to the cinema. So he had done, it's an earlier action. Another or the second action followed it, went is in the past simple. Here we have two irregular verbs. Verb do, the past participle of do, done, it's irregular. Infinitive to do, past did, past participle done. The other verb is irregular one also. It's verb go, past, went, past participle gone. Here we have another example. I was happy that you had passed the examination. So you had pass the examination happened earlier in the past. After it, I was happy. So the following action after the first one, I was happy, verb to be was in the past simple because it happened after the first one had passed the examination. Number 2, we use this tense, sorry for dropping the E, we use this tense with unreal conditions. Example, he would have come with me to the cinema if he had arrived earlier. So we use past perfect with unreal conditions. He would have come with me to the cinema if he had arrived earlier. So here, had arrived earlier is an real condition. It's used because he would come with me to the cinema if he had arrived earlier. Here we have an exercise. Add a sentence with the past perfect using the notes between practices, of course. Number 1. We rushed to the station, but we were too late. Between practices, the train just go. So we need to complete these sentences by using the words between practices, and we are going to put the words between practices in the past perfect. So we rushed to the station, but we were too late. The train had just gone. So the train had just gone happened, took place before we rushed to the station. So the train had just gone. It's an earlier action happened in the past before another action happened after it, rushed to the station. So earlier action should be in the past perfect. The train had just gone. The following action happened after it, rushed to the station. Rushed is in the past simple tense. Number 2, I didn't have an umbrella, but that didn't matter. The rain stopped. I didn't have an umbrella, but that didn't matter. The rain had stopped. So, the rain had stopped. An action happened first. So, didn't have an umbrella. That didn't matter. Both of them are in the past simple, and they are the second actions happened after the rain had stopped. Number 3, when I got to the concert hall, they wouldn't let me in. Between practices, forget my ticket. Forget is a regular verb. So, when I got to the concert hall, they didn't let me in. I had forgotten my ticket. So, I had forgotten my ticket happened first in the past. So, it should be in the past perfect. Had plus the past participle of the verb forget. Forget infinitive, forgot past, forgotten past participle. So I had forgotten my ticket is an earlier action happened first in the past, so it should be in the past perfect. But when I got, verb got is in the past simple. They didn't let me In didn't let me in, past simple. Both of the verbs in the past simple because they happened after the first action. I had forgotten my ticket. Now the future tense. Verb forms used for future. Be going to. Of course, to followed by infinitive. I am going to spend 6 weeks in the USA. An intention. So, one of the ways to express the future to use be going to plus infinitive. And it's used for intentions. When you intend to do something in the future, it's better to use I'm going to do something in the future, intention. Now, my sister is going to have a baby in March. Prediction. The same pattern be going to plus infinitive is used for prediction, certain prediction, based on a real evidence in the present time. So my sister is going to have a baby in March. It's not an intention here. It's a prediction. It's a prediction. To predict something based on a real evidence in the present time that my sister is pregnant. So my sister is going to have a baby in March. It's a prediction. Well, it's another way to express future. I'll be free for most of the summer. It's a neutral future. Shall. We can use shall for future, but only in the first person after I and we. I will be or I shall be on holiday in August. But we can't say he shall be, she shall be. No, we can't use it. But will can be with I and we first person. Shall can only be used with first person I and we. Present continuous. I'm starting work in September. An arrangement. So present continuous tense is used to express the future when you arrange to do something in the future. When you arrange it to do something in the future, use present continuous tense. Present simple. She finishes college at the same time. For example, the first lecture starts at 8 o'clock. So when there is a timetable in the future, we use a present simple tense to express the future. So if she finishes college at the same time, it's a timetable. Will be doing. I'll be leaving in June. Will be doing. Future continuous. Future continuous. Will followed with be, because when we form continuous tense, we need to use verb be and we add ing to the main verb. Here, in this tense, future continuous, we have a combination of two tenses, future tense and continuous tense. So that will is used here to express the future, followed with verb be in the infinitive, because any verb after will, shall, can, could, any verb should be in the infinitive, and the main verb do, we add ing to it. So I'll be leaving in June. I'll be leaving in June. Now, present and future. Say if the second sentence is about the present or the future. It's an exercise. Number 1, I'm busy. I'm cooking a meal at the moment. So I'm cooking is in the present continuous, so it does not express future because we have at the moment, which expresses that an action is going now. So number 1, I'm cooking is in the present tense, present continuous tense. I'm nervous. I'm cooking for 10 people on Friday. So I'm cooking for 10 people on Friday means next Friday. So it expresses, I'm cooking here expresses future tense. I don't want number 3. I don't want to go out. I might watch a video later. I might watch a video later. It's a future. It's a future. Might watch expresses future. There is a football on TV tonight. I might watch it. I might watch it. Also number 4, might watch it expresses future. This train is never on time. We always arrive late. So here arrive is in the present because it's a repeated action. It does not express the future. We always arrive late. This means that it's a habitual action, what happens very, very often. So arrive is in the present tense. Noun types. There are 4 types of noun in English. Number 1, common nouns, book, pen, man, student, cat, car, tent, sky, plane, for example, door, many common nouns that surround us. Number 2, proper nouns. France, Libya, Muna, Ahmed, Mr. Smith, Tom, Khadija, etc. So there are 4 types of noun in English. Number 1, common nouns. Number 2, proper nouns. Number 3, abstract nouns. Abstract nouns like beauty, courage, fear, joy, honesty, and so on. Okay? So, common nouns, number 1. Proper nouns, number 2. Abstract nouns, number 3. 4. Type number 4 of nouns, collective nouns. Crowd, crew, group, team, family, and so on. So again, the 4 types of nouns are common nouns, 1, 2, proper nouns, 3, abstract nouns, 4, collective nouns. Now, a noun can function as, so the functions of nouns are, number 1, the subject of a verb. So a noun can be the subject of a verb, like Tom arrived. Ahmed is sleeping now. So Tom is a noun. It's a proper noun. And Tom is the subject. Mona wrote a letter to her friend. Muna is a subject. It's the subject of a verb wrote. Like here, Tom is a subject of verb arrived. Number 2, a noun can function as the complement of a state verbs. When we study present simple, present continuous, and past simple, past continuous, we have many slides talks about or state verbs. Verbs that describe the state, not action, like verb be, seem, look, become, appear. For example, so these verbs, when we discuss them, we know that they cannot be in continuous tense. They should be in simple tense. There are some exceptions that I illustrated for you. But now, here, a noun can function as the complement of state verbs. For example, Tom is an actor. So is a state verb. So Tom is an actor. An actor is a noun. It's the complement of a state verb. Tom is a proper noun and it's a subject. Tom is a proper noun and its function is the subject of the verb. But an actor is its function that it's the complement of the state verb is. Of a state verb is an actor. An actor is a noun. It's the complement of a state verb be. State verb is. Number 3, the object of the proposition. The object of the proposition. For example, I spoke to Tom. So, to Tom is the object of the proposition. To is a proposition. Tom is an object. I subject, spoke verb, to proposition. To Tom is object of a proposition. So here a noun can function as the subject of a verb. Number 2, the complement of state verbs. Number 3, the object of the proposition. Number 4, a noun can also be in possessive case. In possessive case, like Tom's car, Muna's room. For example, baby's toy. So, a noun can also be in possessive case. Tom, apostrophe, is possessive here. Apostrophe and is possessive. So, a noun can also be in possessive case. Here we have an exercise. Identify the noun and its function in the following sentences. Number 1. You can see that nouns here are written in bold. This means that I identify them. Ahmed is a proper noun. Will tell you the truth. Truth is a noun. It's abstract noun. Ahmed, its function here, Ahmed, the function of the name, noun Ahmed, subject. Truth is an object. Is an object. So, number 1, Ahmed is a noun. Truth is a noun. The function of Ahmed is subject. The function of truth is an object. Number 2, Salma is a teacher. You can see that Salma and teacher are written in bold. Salma is a subject. Teacher is a compliment. Teacher is a compliment. Number 3. The company gave Mustafa a gold watch. So, company is subject. Mustafa, indirect object. Watch is a direct object. So, verb gave is a transitive verb. It can have two objects. Something that is given is a direct object. Somebody that is given something is indirect object. So the company gave Mustafa a gold watch. So company subject, Mustafa indirect object, watch is a direct object. And we have a lesson about direct and indirect object in next lectures, inshallah. Number 4. Hassan bought a nice shirt for his son. A nice shirt for his son. Hassan is a subject. Shirt is an object. Maybe I didn't boil his son. For his son, an object of a proposition. So here we have 3 nouns. Hassan, shirt, for his son. So for his son, an object of a proposition. For is a proposition. His son is a noun here. Son is a noun preceded with the possessive pronoun his. So Hassan subject, shirt direct object, for his son and an object of a proposition, and it's indirect object. Number 5. Hana is a fluent speaker. Hana subject, speaker complement. Speaker complement. Here, gender. Masculine, men, boys, and male animals like ox. For example, like hen. Pronoun, he, they. So for masculine, we use pronouns he for singular and they for plural. Feminine, women, girls, and female animals. Pronoun she for singular and they for plural. Neutral, inanimate things, animals whose sex we don't know, and sometimes babies whose sex we don't know. Pronoun it and the plural, it for singular and they for plural. The plurals. Now we come to the lesson how we change singular nouns to plurals. There are rules here. First rule, and the usual rule that everyone studies English, that we make plural of a singular noun by adding s to the singular noun. So first rule, the plural of a noun is usually made by adding s to the singular, like day, days, dog, dogs, house, houses, book, books, door, doors, hen, hens, table, tables, ring, rings, chair, chairs, and so on. Number 2, nouns ending in o, CH, SH, double S or X form their plural by adding ES. For example, tomato, tomatoes, potato, potatoes, hero, heroes, negro, negros, charge, charges, box, boxes, brush, brushes, kiss, kisses. So first rule of the plurals, to add an S to the noun to form its plural form. Egg, eggs. For example, star, stars, boy, boys, and so on. Number 2, nouns ending in O, CH, SH, double S, or X form their plural by adding ES, ES. Tomato, tomatoes, potato, potatoes, charge, charges, box, boxes, brush, brushes, kiss, kisses. Now, number 3, nouns ending in Y following a consonant form their plural by dropping the Y and adding IES, like baby, babies. So if we have a countable, of course, a countable noun ends in Y. Before Y there is a consonant, not a vowel. We drop the Y and add IES, baby, babies, country, countries, fly, flies, lady, ladies, city, cities. But nouns ending in Y is preceded by a vowel form their plural by adding S only. Boy, it ends in Y, but before Y there is vowel O. So we don't drop the Y and change it into I and add is. No. In this case, if we have a noun ends in Y, before Y there is a vowel, we add only S. Boy, boys, day, days, donkey, donkeys, toy, toys, etc. Number 4, 12 nouns ending in F or FE. Drop the F or FE and add VES. These nouns are calf, calves. So here we have 12 nouns like calf, calves, knife, knives, leaf, leaves, loof, loaves, sylph, sylves, sheaf, sheaves, thief, thieves, wife, wives, wolf, wolves. So, not all nouns ends in FE. We form their plural form by dropping the F and FE and add VES. Here we have like the nouns hoof, hoofs, scarf, and wharf. Take either S or VES in the plural. Hoofs or hooves, scarfs or scarves, wharves or wharves. Other nouns ending in F or FE add S in the ordinary way. So here in this point we have nouns, or there are nouns ending in FE, but their plural form is formed by adding S only, not VES, like cliff, cliffs, handkerchief, handkerchiefs, safe, safes. A few nouns form their plural by a vowel change. A vowel change. Foot, singular, one foot. F-O-O-T. The plural of it by a vowel change. Instead of double O, we change it into double E. Feet, 2 feet. Louse. So here we have a change in vowel and in consonant also. L-O-U-S-E, louse. Only one louse. The plural, lice. So vowels O-U, change it into I, and S, change it to C. Louse, lice. Mouse, the same thing like louse. Mice. One mouse. 2 mices. 3 mice. 3 mice. And so on. Women, only one woman. 2 women. Man, 1 man. 2 men, 3 men. So, goes, geese, 1 goes, 2 geese, 3 geese. Tooth, 1 tooth. 32 feet. 32 feet. So here in point number 5, few nouns form their plural by a vowel change. By a vowel change. Number 6, the plural of child and ox are children, children. So we add R-E-N to child, 1 child, but 2 children, 3 children. An ox, 1 ox, 2 oxen, en, to form plural. Fish is normally unchanged. Fishes exists but uncommon. But uncommon. Number 8, deer and sheep do not change. Do not change. Don't change. 1 deer, 2 deer. We don't add S, and there is no vowel change here. 1 deer, 2 deer, 3 deer, 1 sheep, 10 sheep. So, number 9, collective nouns, crew, family, etc. Crew, crowd, family, can take a singular verb or a plural verb. Singular, if we consider the word to mean a singular group or unit. For example, our team is the best. Or plural, if we take it to mean a number of individuals. Our team are wearing their new jerseys. So, collective nouns can either be or can either take singular verb or plural verb. So if we consider the word to mean a singular group or unit, it takes singular verb. But if we used to mean a number of individuals, so it takes a plural verb. 10. Certain nouns are always plural and take a plural verb, like clothes are new, police are. Garments consists of 2 parts, breeches, pants, pajamas, trousers, etc. So all these should take a plural verb. Trousers are For example, tall. For example, pants are white. Okay, and tools and instruments consisting of two parts, scissors, glasses, gloves are. Okay, gloves are important today. Gloves, plural here. A number of words ending in ICS, politics, ethics, mathematics, etc. You can see that they end in ICS, which are plural in form, normally take a plural verb. So we say his mathematics are weak. But names of sciences can sometimes be considered singular. So we say mathematics is an exact science. So words ending in ICS, which are plural in form, normally take a plural verb. So we say his mathematics are weak, not is weak. Are weak. But when we consider mathematics as a science, but names of science can sometimes be considered singular. So we say mathematics is an exact science. Physics is difficult. Greek or Latin forms make their plural according to the rules of Greek and Latin. Crisis, phenomenon, phenomena, ausis, etc. Now here we have a slide that I delete. Here, replace the underlined words and the phrases by the correct pronoun. His daughter is more intelligent than his son. So his daughter is underlined, his son is underlined. So his daughter should be replaced with feminine pronoun she. She is more intelligent than him. Him is a pronoun used for masculine. So his son replaced by him, but his daughter replaced by pronoun she, subject pronoun she. Number 2, my brother-in-law is a doctor. So my brother-in-law is the underlined word, so should be replaced by the pronoun he. He is a doctor. Lena's grandmother is 60 years old. Is 60 years old. She is 60 years old. So Lena's grandmother, feminine. So it should replaced by the pronoun she. She is 60 years old. Number 4, a dog was killed in a car accident. A dog here is the underlined word. So you can see that it's replaced by the pronoun it. So it was killed in a car accident. Number 5, the bride and the bridegroom are surrounded by their relatives. The bride is a woman, so it's feminine, so it should be replaced with the pronoun she. She and the bridegroom, who is a man, so we should replace by the pronoun he. She and he are surrounded by their relatives. Now here we have another exercise. Give the plural of the following nouns. Number 1, ox. So plural of ox, oxen. You can see the answer in the slide. So ox, singular, plural oxen, O-X-E-N. So to make it in the plural, we add en, oxen. Information, it's uncountable noun. Uncountable noun cannot be plural only if they are preceded by a countable noun, like here in the example. 2 or 3, etc. 2 pieces of information. 3 pieces of information. For example, 5 pieces of information. So we preceded with 2 or 3 pieces of. Meat, it's uncountable noun. We can't say meats. It's wrong because it's uncountable. But we can make it plural by preceding it with a countable noun like kilos or piece. So we say 10 kilos of meat. 10 kilos of meat. 4 pieces of meat. In this case, it becomes plural. Goes, plural of goes, geese, by a vowel change. We change the vowel, the double O into double E. Goes, geese. Phenomenon, phenomena, it's a Greek or Latin word, sorry. So phenomenon, phenomena. Wolf, wolves. It ends in F, so we drop F and add VES. Wolf, wolves. Dress, it ends in double S. It's a singular countable noun, ends in double S. We know that nouns end in O, CH, SH, double S, X form their plural by adding ES. So dress, dresses. Mouse, mice, by a vowel change. Baby, babies, it ends in Y. We drop the Y and add IES. Baby, babies. Dining room, dining rooms. So we add an S to the last noun, room. Uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns or mass nouns. Names, number 1. Names of substances are uncountable nouns like bread, tea, cream, dust, gold, cloth, paper, wood, water, oil, sand, soil, sugar, flour. Number 2, abstract nouns. Advice, experience, error, pity, beauty, fair, information, knowledge, work, etc. Uncountable nouns are always singular and are not used with a and an. So be careful to this rule, that uncountable nouns are always singular. So we say, for example, bread is white or brown. For example, we say tea is hot. So uncountable nouns always singular and are not used with a and an. We can't say a bread, it's wrong. We say some bread. So I don't want any advice. I don't want any advice. We may precede it with any, but not an advice. It's wrong. I want some information. We can say I want some information. So many of uncountable nouns can be used in a particular sense and then are countable. They take an in the singular and can be used in the plural. For example, hair. All the hair on one's head is considered uncountable. So the hair on one's head, in your head, in my head, hair in general here, consider it uncountable. But if we consider each hair separately, we say one hair, two hairs, etc. Examples, hair is black. Whenever she finds a gray hair, she pulls it out. We say also 2 coffees please. 2 coffees please and 1 tea. Here we have an exercise. Look at the underlined nouns. Are they countable or uncountable? Number 1. There was a car behind us. So a car is countable noun. I never eat meat. So meat is uncountable noun. Do you play golf? Golf is uncountable noun. I had to wait 10 minutes. Minutes, countable noun. Love makes the world go round. So love is uncountable noun, abstract noun. It's power station produce energy. So energy, uncountable noun. I'm taking a photo. A photo is countable noun. There isn't any work. Work, uncountable noun. The form of the possessive case. Apostrophe S is used with singular nouns and plural nouns not ending in S. Example, a man's job. Man, singular noun. There is apostrophe and S. It's the possessive S. Apostrophe, possessive S. A man's job. But look at the plural, men's job. Here, men, it's a plural, but it's a plural by a vowel change. It doesn't end in S. So that apostrophe and S. So men's work. The people's choice. Also, people is a plural noun, but because it's irregular plural, it doesn't have an S. So to make the possessive case, we use the noun people, apostrophe and S. The crew's quarters. Also here collective noun, crew, apostrophe S. A women's institution. A women's institution. The horse's mouth. The horse's mouth. So a simple apostrophe is used with the plural nouns ending in S. A girl's school. Girl is a plural noun ends in S. So to make possessive case, we put only apostrophe. Girl's school. The student's hostel. The eagle's nest. The smith's car. Other names ending in S can take S, apostrophe S, or the apostrophe alone. Mr. Johnson's house or Mr. Johnson's house. The end. The end. Goodbye. See you next